You will find that even the birds and animals and human beings and all makes the flower complete. You cannot separate it like that. In fact, you can understand flowers only if you include the whole cosmos into it. And that is a very holistic way of holistic knowledge, which was which is the real knowledge which our scriptures talk about. Therefore, there is a very beautiful statement that you cannot pluck a flower without disturbing the distant star. It's like our whole body, that even if we pluck one cell of the body, it will hurt me. So, how this knowledge happens when that one is in sattva gun, when one invokes sattva gun, one is identified, one gets identified automatically with the totality. One gets identified with a wider range when one is in sattva gun. And you will have experience in our day-to-day life also. When we are more calm, more peaceful, more happy, more having faith, these are the expression of sattva gun. Faith, love, kindness, generosity, compassion, peace, happiness. When we are in this state, we have the capacity to understand the other person also at a deeper level. Generally, people have complained among their family members, मेरे को कोई समझता ही नहीं है. That is the one complaint. Nobody understands me. My husband doesn't understand me. My wife doesn't understand. My children don't understand me. Only my little dog understands me. Whenever I come, it barks, and not barks, sorry, it wags. wags its tails. वही एक मेरे को समझता है और परमात्मा मेरे को समझता है, बाकी कोई नहीं. That person also doesn't understand, because when we are in Rajogun, we are not tuned with anyone. We are tuned with ourselves. We are selfish. A Rajasic person is selfish. Tamasic person is sleepy. And a Sattvic person is selfless. And only a selfless person can understand others or other thing. Even object can be understood when one is selfless. One can understand even matter. In fact, our great Rishimunis, they understood the even working of our body through this sattvic or intuitional method. They could understand the mysteries of the sky and the moon and the planets and all through their intuition. There are, even if you read the Puranas, they talk about the various planets and the distance between them also. Before the Western world discovered them, they are there. They are there. If you read like Vishnu Purana and all, it talks about a variety of planets and the distance between them. So this knowledge, we think that it can be acquired only through telescope, only through our scientific method, but they can be acquired through other means also. So that knowledge happens when we are in sattva gun. So if we want to become wise, if we want to gain deep understanding of ourselves and the world around us, then we need to bring our mind or bring our intellect in that sattvic mood. Even when we are in sattvic mood, even if we study certain things, we study some text, study some even subject like mathematics, science and all, it will be more deeply understood than when we are Rajasic and all. So it is this is very important statement that sattvat sanjayate jnanam, because the scripture says knowledge doesn't come from outside. It has to be unfolded from within. It is not something which we feel. It is not some that we are some vessel and we keep feeling knowledge from outside, but we have to invoke it from within only. Therefore, the great Mahatmas who never went to school, colleges in our good old days and all, they had such deep knowledge about life, about everything. We just came. So Kabir Das ji, he was not a very educated in the modern terminology, educated person, but his dohas and his bhajans and also deep. That nowadays people take one of his poem and do research on it and write big thesis and all, and they get certificate. But he just wrote it about the mysteries of the world and all. He wrote in his own Ghata Ghata mein what? Sai Dolata or something. So it's very beautiful. So Sattvat Sanjayate Jnanam. The knowledge happens when Sattva Gun is invoked. It becomes predominant. Rajaso lobha evacha. But when the Sattva Gun is overpowered by Rajogun, when suddenly, and it happens like when we might be in a sattvic, like even when we are meditating, we are in deep sattvic avastha, then during the meditation, even if we move our body a little or try to do something, this, that and all, suddenly we go into Rajogun. Same thing happens in while going to sleep also. Sleep is like we are trying to invoke Tamogun. People might not be meditating, but they are always, sleeping is everyone does. So when we go to sleep at night, what we do, we try to invoke Tamogun. Good night लगा देते, सब कुछ करते ये वो सब. Then we invoke the Tamogun, and we are almost like, we know, actually that is very beautiful, that when we are about to fall asleep, we know also, आ गई, नींद आ गई. At that time, somebody comes, सो रहे हो क्या? And you get up in a jerk, and who is there and what and all. The neen goes away. Neen goes away means the tamogun goes away, and we become rajasic. सो रहे कौन है, कहाँ से आ गया, कौन है, ये rajasic, and I get angry and annoyed and this and that. The neen flies away. To again bring that, you have to remove that, but that anger will not go. क्यों मेरे को जगा दिया, and I was so sleeping so nicely and all. And so till that anger goes away, till again the mind calms down, that again that tamogun will not come. So it's very interesting, this whole thing. So tamogun, going to sleep is from rajogun, you come down into tamogun. And meditation is from rajogun, you go up into sattvagun. We are in rajogun. When we are active, we are aware, conscious, doing something, we are in rajogun. So meditation is just rising to the higher guna, and sleep is falling down into tamogun. Therefore, very time it happens that when a person sits for meditation, if it doesn't happen, they go into sleep. Because rajogun is kept under control, no activity of the body, mind, this and on. So people tend to go to sleep. Or we go into imagination. Imagination is also rajogun. It might be divine imagination. People in the name of meditation, they want to imagine and all. Sometimes they imagine nice playing with Krishna or doing some this or imagining something. That's also mind is active, and one is in rajogun only. But it's helpful. Means that attitude will help us to rise in sattvagun. But in sattvagun, we transcend all imagination also, because rajogun functions on imagination, sattvagun functions on knowledge, and tamogun functions on ignorance. Ignorance is the forte of tamogun, total confusion, ignorance. And rajogun is full of imagination and projection and all those things. And sattvagun is knowledge, is seeing things as they are, not imagining. For example, a flower. not be aware of flower, not be aware of the surrounding is tamogun. Sometimes people behave actually, even in day-to-day life, they're walking, they're talking, they're doing everything, but they're unaware. We might be quite educated, this, that, and all. People, like for example, people talk loudly on the telephone and all those things, unaware of that they are disturbing that is tamogun. It's not rajogun. That portion where they are unaware is tamogun. Unaware of things, standing right in the middle, not knowing that people are waiting out behind, they want to cross. Some unawareness. So this, so in meditation, what we have to do is invoke that. When I forgot. Tamogun came. So, Sattvat sanjayate jnanam. Rajaso lobha evacha. So when we invoke Sattva gun, knowledge happens. So in meditation, we have to just quieten the mind. Quiet mind is a sattvic mind. Restless mind is rajasic mind. So quieten the mind. Quiet body is sattvic body. So quieten the body. Quiet senses is a sattvic senses. So quieten the senses. And just sit. And beautiful atmosphere. Bhagwan's wonderful murti is there. Some temple or some ashram. Beautiful place, and the whole atmosphere is very nice. So we invoke Sattva gun. When we invoke Sattva gun, knowledge starts happening, and in pure Sattva gun, knowledge of the self starts happening. Somebody asked Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi, he says, I want to see God. How can I see God? Please help me to see God. He said, be still and know that you are God. Only you have to be still. Still means not the body only. But let the mind, the intellect be absolutely still. Then what will happen? Then you will know. Not intellectually know, but you will just know. You will recognize what? That you are God. What you are looking for here and there, that God is within you as your own self. Aham atma gudakesha sarva bhutashaya stitaha. Bhagavan says, I am your own atma. I am residing in your heart as your own self. Not as your ego, but as your own self. And this we can recognize when we are still. When the whole mind, body, intellect is brought into sattvic mode through our sadhana. Sometimes it might not happen in one day, so long years of sadhana slowly and steadily makes us more and more sattvic. And we are in that sattvic avastha. So then knowledge happens. Rajaso lobha evacha. But when we come down from this sattva gun, when rajogun start overpowering us, when we start becoming restless in our mind. See, restlessness of the mind is negative emotions, anger, jealousy, greed, sadness, what you call agitation. So this emotion creates that rajogun in us. So mind becomes rajoguni when rajasic emotions are encouraged. Both the emotions are there within us. Anger is there and love is there. In the same heart it resides. ये मेरा चचेरा भाई anger है और मैं हूँ love. So both of them are in the same this. When we encourage love, then we are encouraging sattva gun in the mind. We have to just encourage, just assert that love, which is already there. We don't have to do anything, just dance anything and all. But just that assert the love which is there in your heart. Everyone has got love in their heart. Unfortunately, we are not paying attention to it. First, we should invoke that and have that love directed towards ourselves. Love yourself. And then love others also. Love thyself and love thy neighbor. So, that is one. Then, by invoking right understanding in our intellect, we can bring sattva gun in the intellect. Rajasic intellect is one which has got Rajasic philosophy of life, which sees divisions in the world. So when we educate our intellect with holistic philosophy of oneness, of seeing oneness in everyone, that is a holistic philosophy. When that is given to our intellect, see, we might be different outwardly, our bodies are different, mind is different, religions are different, and nationalities are different, and political parties are different, and everything is different from outside. But there is something which connects us all. Even a Rakshasa is connected to the Devata with one thread. In Gita, Bhagavan says, Mai sarvamidam protam sutre maniganaiva. Gita, 7th chapter. Like sutra, like in a mala of beautiful different types of flowers are there, let us say. And all of them are different. And when a person looks at it, he sees that everything is different. Or if suppose I think that I am a flower, I feel that, oh, I am different, that other flower is different, and that other flower next to me is always pushing me and all, and this flower is nice. But when I go deep within myself, I meditate. I as a flower, when I forget my color and my form, that I am a rose or I am a jasmine or I am this and I am yellow color or brown color or black or orange color and all, but I go deep, meditate on myself. And suddenly I realize that I am the thread which is holding this my form as flower together. That thread is Purusha, that flower is Prakriti. So I come to recognize that I am the thread. And when I recognize that I am the thread, suddenly I also recognize that I myself am there in all the flowers. I am the one who is holding all the flowers together. The flowers are different only if you look from outside, but from within they are same. Like when we fly, especially through the mountains, like if you go to Kathmandu and all, you will find those peaks popping out from the clouds. Even some of the peaks are even higher than the clouds. And all of them appear to be separate. This is different, that is different, that is different. But if you go below the cloud, if you go on the land, you will find that all of them are connected. Similarly, all of us are like peaks, seems to be disconnected from outside. But if we go deep within, we are all connected. And this connection, the intellect which understands this connection is called sattvic intellect. The intellect which knows only the differences is called rajasic intellect. And the intellect which thinks one thing itself is everything is called a fanatic or a tamasic intellect, which thinks that this much itself is everything. So, through holistic knowledge, we can make the intellect sattvic. Through invoking good emotions, cultivating good emotion through our bhakti, through love. Actually, love is the mother of all good emotions. If love is there, then all the other emotions also they come. Therefore, through bhakti, by just expressing your